We've had a few stories about the men and women in the U.S. looking for love online who are being tricked by young men trained to scam them. CBS News foreign correspondent Deborah Pata followed the money all the way to Ghana. Here's the final part of her reporting.
Down a dusty alley in Accra, young men cast off their true identities as they enter this apartment. They call it their hustle kingdom. Meet Ghana's Yahoo Boys, online criminal syndicates who prey on elderly Americans by tricking them into falling in love, then stealing their life savings. Operating out of underground boiler rooms like this one, we filmed undercover. They run sophisticated scams that break hearts and empty bank accounts.
I'm the mastermind behind the whole thing.
That's syndicate boss Voodoo, who spoke to us on condition we hide his identity.
I fish everywhere in the world. Easy to catch is Americans.
Here, he's chatting with a 60-year-old man, posing as Sandra, living in New York. When victims want video calls, he hires online porn stars.
She's sitting there talking to this beautiful blonde woman. Yeah. I've paid to just have her on a video call. Do all that to get his attention and the trust. Boom, then we chip in business.
We found one such victim. 75-year-old American radiologists were calling John, not his real name, who declined an interview. John believed he was in love with a woman called Grace Erskine, an Australian living in the US. In fact, the whole time he was talking to this man, 34-year-old syndicate boss Alfred Kwame Aivo, posing as Grace. Aivo controlled the entire scam, which included hiring a woman to play the part of Grace for any in-person meetings John insisted on, as these text messages we obtained reveal. Aivo offers to pay her $100,000. He was so enamored with her, he unwittingly paid over $700,000 for a stake in the non-existent mine. The money was a red flag for Ghanaian detective Gerald Pangpari, as Aivo was unemployed. Aivo was arrested but died of an unknown illness before serving prison time. There's little remorse for the devastation caused by the cruelty of their crimes.
But hey, there's no sympathy. Because once you go on the sympathetic side, you go hungry.
The funny thing is that I was actually looking to the comment section, and lots of Ghanaians were there. This does not represent us, this is not who we are, and stuff like that. When you see videos like that about Nigerians, you believe it represents them. You believe that every Nigerian now must be a scammer, including myself. But you see this kind of video now come up about Ghanaians doing this type of thing in Ghana, you come out and be like, this doesn't represent us. But that is who we are as Nigerians. When you see videos like this, whether you're Ghanaian, South African, whatever part of the world you're from, and you are used to being, you are better than other people, sitting on one type of moral high horse and judging the whole population of Nigeria by a few people, think about this then. You don't want to be judged by the deeds of your fellow countrymen that are on the news, like these ones that we just watched. So don't judge other people by the deeds of a few people that you see on the news as well, because that is what Nigerians have been dealing with. But I see lots of Ghanaians now defending themselves, coming out. That is how it feels.
Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, I hope you will stay and will join the family. Now guys, this video is not necessarily a video to gloat. You know, even though if I am gloating, I have every right to gloat, because some of you be acting all holier than thou. Like on my videos, people will come to my channel and start like blabbing and frothing at the mouth, like please, your people are the one causing all our this thing here, they are the ones doing this here, and this one here, they are the ones doing everything. Some of you are just a bunch of clowns, because I don't get it. You guys be acting like your people are some type of saints, you know, like your people are some type of angels, saints that cannot do bad. Like your people cannot do anything that is not good or anything that will be considered bad. And so if anything happens in Ghana that is not good, it must be caused by the Nigerians that are living there. As in, you know, that time I mentioned in that video, I was like, even if you cook your soup and it's not sweet, it must be the fault of the Nigerians. If your tailor does not get your style, it must be because of the Nigerians. If your hairdresser does not get your style, it must be because of the Nigerians. If your wife tells you tomorrow, I'm not doing again, it must be because she saw a Nigerian man. If your husband says, I'm not interested anymore, it must be because of Nigeria. I don't get it. Like, you guys have become so lackadaisical in your attitude towards accountability. You guys have become extremely comfortable with taking zero accountability for your actions or for things that are caused by your own people and by your citizens. As if there is no Ghanaian in your country now that does anything bad. And that is the reason I just had to highlight this video. Not necessarily as a gloating thing, but I just have to come out here and let us call a spade a spade. And I want to give a shout out to Valentine Ugochukwu for, giving me this update. So I saw this video and now it is clearly showing this elaborate scam scheme in Ghana by Ghanaians. A very elaborate scam scheme by Ghanaians in Ghana. They're actually working in partnership with foreigners because, of course, that makes it believable. It makes it easier to, pull people in. Old people are getting scammed of their life earnings and their life savings. And the guy clearly said that you can't have sympathy because sympathy equals brokenness, according to him. Right? Now, the funny thing is that I was actually looking through the comment section and lots of Ghanaians were there. This does not represent us. This is not our image. These people, this does not represent us. This is not who we are, and stuff. Okay. So when you see videos about Nigerians, you believe it represents Nigerians. When you see videos like that about Nigerians, you believe it represents them. You believe that every Nigerian now must be a scammer, including myself. Every Nigerian now must be trying to scam someone, must be involved in some type of shady business, because you believe that that is who they are. But you see this kind of video now come up about Ghanaians doing this type of thing in Ghana, you come out and be like, this doesn't represent us. So if you know that it doesn't represent you, then what makes you feel that when you see something like that about some Nigerians doing some sort of stuff, it represents Nigerians? That's the question now. Why then do you think that it represents Nigerians? Because I was seeing a lot of those comments. This does not represent us. This is not who we are. This doesn't represent Ghanaians. But that is who we are as Nigerians. So when you see videos like this, whether you're Ghanaian, South African, whatever part of the world you're from, and you are used to being righteous, feeling righteous as if you are better than other people, sitting on one type of moral high horse and judging the whole population of Nigeria by a few people, think about this then. Think about the fact that when you see videos like this about people from your country, like painting the image of your country bad, when you see news about your countrymen doing horrendous things like this internationally, and you think to yourself, this person is making us look bad, but this does not represent us as a people. This does not represent our values as a people. Always remember then that when you see videos like that about other people of other nationalities, then maybe you shouldn't rub all of them with the same brush. You don't want to be judged by the deeds of your fellow countrymen that are on the news, like these ones that we just watched. So don't judge other people by the deeds of a few people that you see on the news as well, because that is what Nigerians have been dealing with. But I see lots of Ghanaians now defending themselves, coming out. That is how it feels. That is how it feels when you come out and you're just, the way some people, especially in Ghana, when I see people come under my comments, it's just how you people, the blame game is just is clown behavior at this point. How you people just do not want to be accountable for any of your errors. You people do not want to accept anything that, okay, maybe we too are doing something bad here. Maybe some of our own boys too are doing this here. Everything has to be Nigerians. You people are the ones doing this, as if your people are saints. Do you know the funniest part about this is that I know that some people will still come out to blame Nigerians. Some people will still come out to blame Nigerians. Is what just blows my mind every time. Anyways, honestly, as I said before, this video is not really a video to gloat. honestly is a video just to highlight a point that needs to be highlighted. And that is the reason why we should be considerate of ourselves. We should be kind to each other. Because when you see videos like this, it does not represent the whole population. The fact that we saw this video now does not mean that everybody in Ghana now is bad. Everybody in Ghana now are scammers. But it does mean that you have people doing bad things in your country as well. The same way it is in every country in the world. There are good and bad people in every country. And Ghana is no exception. Nigeria is no exception. The world is no exception. So do not come online on public spaces and always try to form some moral high ground, like your people are some special breed that don't commit sin. Or now try to make it look like because you saw one person on the news, all Nigerians now are fraudsters. You know that it's unfair if I start to judge all of you now and say all of you are scammers. There's nothing good amongst all of you because of this video. And most importantly, let us do better as a whole, because this is definitely not a good look. It's not a good look for the continent. It's not a good look for us as Africans. You know, it's not a good look, period. It is not a good look, period. All right. These are notable countries among, or should I say on the black continent. And so we should do better overall. As a continent, we need to do better to project our image. This is not a good look for the continent. We should do better overall, but most importantly, let's take accountability where we need to take accountability, and let us not judge others by the deeds of a few. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you haven't joined my membership, the button is down below. Click on it, and you can also support my channel by clicking on the super chat button to donate to my channel to support me if you want to do that as well. If you also have any collaboration opportunities for me, you can send me my email. It's also on my channel in my description. And that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.